There's no doubt that inflation, just the cost of living in California right now was a big talking point, really, I think throughout the country, but specifically here in the state. Before we get into that, I do want to get your take as well as I don't know if you saw the recent interview with the owner of the LA Times, but
Yes.
essentially wiped out the editorial board, said, "Hey, we are going to make some changes." Do you think the changes within the LA Times starts to also help this shift here in California to help maybe just help people see things a little bit differently? I'll put it that way.
Well, that's a great question. And I appreciate you bringing that up because we were shocked. Shocked. I mean, after what we deal with, we just say, we look at the LA Times and, they're a good source of information. But when it comes to how they write those stories or certainly the editorial board, we're just like, well, forget the LA Times, right? Because there's never going to be any balance from a business community perspective. And they're too, there was just, we just give up, as opposed to like the Daily News and those papers who take a completely different approach in a more balanced way on if a policy is good or bad. And the LA Times didn't do that. Now to see that they may create a balance is one of the best things that can happen for California with all of the things that are coming that are so exciting. We got World Cup, we got the Olympics, we have everything that's going to generate billions of dollars in, the LA basin alone, not to mention for the state, and all the challenges facing between homeless, when you look at the minimum wage issue, all the things that could impact our ability to execute around these huge economic drivers. And they take a more balanced approach on some of these things, pro and con, could be one of the best things that for that LA basin could possibly happen. So we wish the owner well, but it's our perspective is it's long overdue. And we hope that they can get to a more balanced place in providing information.